Hello, I want to try to do solving differential equations, and I'm going to go for the solving sinusoidal equations. So let's see what we got here. All right, so the equation we have is sine of 4x, 2 sine 4x plus 6 is equal to 5. So, hey. But anyway, you got to think algebra, you got to do your basic, your low-hanging fruit, your addition, subtraction first, multiplication second. So if we do all that, we get sine of 4x is equal to negative 1/2. Everyone okay with that? I check my math. It sounds good. So this is a nice kind of, nice. This is one we're going to have the answer to right away without a stinking calculator. All right. But anyway, so this goes back to those questions we used to do back in the nether time when we used to hang out as a class. So if the sine of something is negative 1/2, that's kind of like, that means its y value is negative 1/2. So we're going to go here and we're going to go here. Okay? So now this, and if I hit sine inverse here, 4x is going to equal negative 30, and that's just because this angle, if this is 1/2, then that's a 30-degree angle, but it's negative because that's where it's sliding, and that's how this stuff works. Okay, so negative 130 works, and then the other angle would be negative 150. Now, where am I getting negative 150? Well, it's this angle here. It's from here to here, because this is 180. So to go from the x-axis, the negative direction will be 180, but I'm adding 30 to it. So that's why that's negative 150 degrees. Now the kicker with these is that they repeat themselves every 360 n, where n is an integer, and that's, you just got to get used to each, the value of n means the number of laps around the track. If n equaled 0, then it's these numbers. If n equaled 1, it meant that you'd kind of just, like say I'm here at this angle, I go loop around one more time. If n was 2, I'd go loop twice around. So it doesn't matter, it's just where you end up. Okay? And that's why they choose the letter n. And you got to signify that n is an integer, and I like to go nint, because it kind of reminds me of Monty Python. Anyways, so what we did is we solved for 4x, right? I mean, this is just order of operations. We had to undo the sign, and that's where the sine inverse comes in. Now we got to do the x. So x would equal, well, negative 30 divided by 4, I believe, is negative 7.5. And 360 divided by 4 would be 90n. And then we got 150 divided by 4, which I'm assuming would be 37.5, so negative 37.5. And you got to put degree symbols everywhere. So every time I don't, yell at me in your mind, or you can yell when you're at home, it doesn't really matter. All right, plus 90n. And so this time I'm hoping, and where n is an integer, we've made that, because if you don't say n is an integer, it doesn't count, because n could be anything, All right, anyway, so we're going to say negative 7.5. Okay, I got to get to this guy again so that it'll work. Negative 7.5 plus 90n. Come on now. Make it work. And then the other one was negative 37 plus 90n. And hopefully this will work. Yay. All right. That one went well. All right. So the other ones are all like that. You have to kind of, you do the algebra, you do the low-hanging fruit, the addition and multiplication crap. Then you do the sine inverse, and you got to go back to the unit circle and take a look at it to see what all the answers are that do it, and then you got to solve for what's inside there. Now, probably in the video before this, it wouldn't be 4x, it would just be x, and you don't have that extra step here. So that's why I chose to do this video, because it has the other stuff in it too. Anyway, enjoy.